Hey friends, Amanda here at Bare Bones Living. Welcome back. And today I am building a compost bin. And I've never built anything like this before. This is not exactly what I would call building, but I've never constructed a compost bin like this. I've seen people use them like this, but this is my first one that I'm doing. And I am just repurposing pallets. So this compost operation is going to be of $0 to me. It cost me $0 to make this compost pile, I suppose you would call this, or this compost system. I got these 2 pallets from my Azure Drop. They tend to give those out at your drops. If they unload a pallet, they don't usually want these back. And then these other 2 I got from my neighbor moving, and they left these behind. So I snagged those up. And basically what I'm doing is I'm just creating a cube. And I was contemplating how I was going to attach these. If I was going to screw them in together, but then the question with screwing them in together is how to actually attach them, because they're double layered and it's hard to get in between these pallets to screw something into. So then I thought about wire, but we don't have any wire currently. So I was really thinking of what else I had on hand that I could use. And I remember I was talking to my other neighbor, and she was complaining about baling twine and how it doesn't decompose, it doesn't fall apart, it gets caught up in her tractor, all these other kinds of things. And it was a nuisance to her. But I remembered that I actually have baling wire for our straw bales, or some sort of twine of some sort that holds together very well. So that is what I am using. So let me just show you a little bit closer what I'm doing here. So I apologize for the lighting, or lack thereof I should say, and possibly the fog might be showing up on the camera as well, but I gotta do what I gotta do when I have the opportunity, and my littles are napping, and we're supposed to have rain in the next couple of days. So I just wanted to get out here and do it while I had the opportunity. Plus I want to start this compost, and I want the rain to get use out of that rain. So I'm out here doing this now. So what I did with these is I just set them next to each other, and instead of like overlapping them, like butting it straight up to here, I put them side by side, and then I went on these inner pieces, and I just put the twine around there. Now this is not super secure, this is going to be movable, but I'm hoping once I get all 4 corners tied up, it will be more sturdy, and then with the compost in here, I'm hoping it will also be sturdy. So I can show you what I did over on this side by constructing this side, but I am not working with anything fancy here. These are new pallets. These pallets have been out in the elements for quite some time, and you can tell that they're much older and weathered. And then this is the twine that I'm using. I just cut it off of the straw bales that we had in with our peeps that we no longer needed them to be held together anymore, and they were starting to fall apart anyway since the peeps were pulling on it. But so I'm just going to butt it up next to it. And these are These are obviously not, I'm not using these for their purpose, but they're working great for me. This is what I found in our shed, and it's working great, so don't fix what's not broken. Just gonna wrap put 2 knots in it and cut it. And then I'm gonna do this above and below. So I'll do one there. Whoops. And then I'll do another one down here. All right, so all 4 walls are up. It took me one of my straw baling twine for each corner, because I did the 2 different ties above and below this midpoint, and it is, even though it is a little shaky, it's pretty darn sturdy. I'm pretty happy with it. So now I just need to fill it, which I have all the things that I want to fill it with. My dad brought over a bunch of leaves and grass clippings and lawn stuff. And then I actually brought the bedding from my girls' coop at my dad's house. I scraped all that up after we took down their coop at my dad's house, and I put it in my compost bin to bring it here in order to start a compost pile, because I didn't want that precious chicken poop going to waste. So I'm going to put that in here. You'll notice that I am in my front yard, very close to my chickens, and that was done on purpose because my chickens are helping me prepare my garden space for this coming season. And you know, when you're composting, or when you're not wasting anything, scraps go to the chickens. Things that the chickens won't eat goes to the compost. When this compost is good and worked in and has lots of nice bugs in it, I'll have the chickens come in and dig around in here and find good bugs. So they're mutually beneficial. They work great together. And then I'm going to take this compost and I'm going to use it for my garden. So everything's got a purpose. I still got these little compost things working over here. I don't know if they're going to work or not. I might end up just throwing them in here, but you never know if you don't try, right? So I got this project done. It was super easy. Like I said, I spent no money on this at all. I spent all of 20 minutes doing this while my kids napped, and now I have to fill it. But first I gotta go get my son from the bus stop. So this may be the end of this video, and if it is, I hope you enjoyed. I hope this gave you some inspiration. No time like the present. You will always find a way if you want to, and I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and I'm finally, I had this plan before we even bought this house. So I'm finally getting to see it come to fruition, and here's to hoping. At least I got it started. it's better than nothing. And like I said, we got a bunch of rain coming, so hopefully that'll help start breaking this stuff down and this will all shrink down, but definitely need more than just leaves. But it's a start, right? Thank you guys for stopping by today and joining in on our journey here at Bare Bones Living. We'll catch you on the next one.